Coming to you live from the UTPA Fieldhouse in the three-time All-American city of Edinburgh, this is Bronx basketball. Tonight, the Bronx host the defending WAC champion, New Mexico State University Aggies, in their second-to-last home game of the season. Good evening again, everybody. Jonah Goldberg riding with you courtside as we get ready for a big WAC matchup for the Bronx. They face an Aggies team that, they played pretty tight with, despite what ended up being a 12-point loss at New Mexico State in January 90-78. Bronx stayed close in the game because of great three-point shooting, 8 of 15, their best of the year, but at the end of the day couldn't overcome the enormous size of this New Mexico State team. And the amazing part was, in that game, the Aggies were playing without 7'5", 355-pound center, Sim Bular. I want to put this in perspective to you. So 7'5", 355, that's big, right? Okay, so you're all on your computers right now. I want you to Google a picture of Yao Ming, okay? Take a minute, Google him. Hopefully it's a full body shot. So you got it yet? Okay. Well, Yao, as I'm sure Google is telling you, 7'6", 310. Actually, I think they clocked him at 311 in his final year, but you get the idea. So, Bular is only 1 inch shorter, but he is 44 pounds heavier than Yao Ming was. So, when you put it in perspective that way, to say the man is huge would probably actually be an understatement. One of 2 7-footers on the New Mexico State roster. There's a freshman, too. It's Bular's brother, Tanvir, but he has not played this season due to injury. He's 7'3", 335. A couple of kids out of Toronto, Ontario. 2 out of 4 from Toronto on this roster. Very international New Mexico State roster. So he plays center, and then they play the guy who played center the last time these two teams met at power forward in Chile Napawe, who's 6'10", 265, out of Johannesburg, South Africa. So it really tells you about the size on this team. And the Bronx are going to have to be able to hit jump shots. They won't be able to drive to the hoop as often as they did against Kansas City, certainly, or even Chicago State for that matter, if they want to win tonight. Coach Hipsher's going to touch on that a little bit in just a moment. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, time for the Coach's Corner. This is Bronx basketball.
Here, we understand how a team is the result of being part of something larger than yourself, creating a better outcome and a better tomorrow. Hospital Renaissance is proud to support the University of Texas Pan American Bronx.
Dr. Pena, does LASIK surgery work?
LASIK surgery is America's most frequently performed elective procedure. In fact, I've helped thousands of patients see better.
Dr. Pena.
Call me Raulito.
Thousands and thousands. Raulito, are you sure?
Is that thing on?
Yes.
Follow me. I had to put him somewhere. It's a big project.
That's a lot of successful operations. Call Dr. Raulito Pena at 661-UC.
The phone keeps ringing. Gotta make room.
It's the Red Tax Sales Event at South Texas Buick GMC. Come in today and claim your Red Tax cash on just about all of our Buick and GMC inventory. It's the Red Tax Sales Event at South Texas Buick GMC. Not the biggest, just the best.
Coach Dan Hipsher. Welcome back to Bronx pregame. It's Coach's Corner. Jonah Goldberg with Bronx head coach Dan Hipsher. And Coach, your team coming off of 2 straight wins coming in today.
Yeah, we played pretty well at home last week. Still didn't shoot the ball very well, but found a way to win. And, struggled at the 3 line again, but really did a good job at the free throw line and played pretty well defensively most of the time to give ourselves opportunities. So a couple hard-fought wins, a couple good wins.
Last pregame we talked a little about, is Javon Farrell back? I think he answered the question for us with 30 points.
Well, he did. He had a really good last, 10, 12 minutes against Chicago State, and then was really impressive against Kansas City driving the ball. And he's really, again, played as well as he could play, filled up the stat line all weekend.
How important is it to have him back to where he can be entering this matchup against the defending WAC champs?
Well, it's very important, and of course tonight's game will be a different style of game. You're not going to drive and score all the time against these guys, so you need to make a few jump shots. They're a shot blocking, 7'5", 6'10", 6'10" at the rim, so it's difficult to get inside. You have to pick your opportunities, and we need Javon back with some confidence shooting the ball and playing well and making good decisions. So he's a key part to what we do.
And last time your team shot 53%, second highest shooting percentage of the year.
Yeah, we shot the ball really well over there to stay in the game because, let's face it, we never got them stopped. The game ended up 12 points. It really wasn't a 12-point game. It was, 6 to 10 points the whole way. We led much of the first half, but really did shoot the ball well. And I really think we'll have good shot opportunities again tonight. The way they guard us is to try to not guard our bigs and get into our perimeter. And guys like Shaq Hines and Leathers and some of our post guys will have good opportunities tonight. They've got to take advantage of them.
Is that how you beat a guy who is, although an inch shorter than Yao Ming, weighs about 30 pounds more than him?
Yeah, I mean, he is an impressive guy. Sim's got great hands, 7'5", 365 pounds, and you throw him in there with Chile, and it's like two monsters. We got manhandled without Sim playing last time, but you have to be able to defeat that with speed and skill. And what they're taking advantage of on their end, hopefully you're taking advantage of with some spacing and movement on the other end that exploits them. So then it becomes, which method works and who's most effective at it.
Shot the 3 really well when you played these guys in Las Cruces and kept the game close throughout. So is that another big key today?
Well, there isn't any doubt. They're going to make you shoot outside. I mean, you're going to have to take opportunities. I'm not saying that our posts need to be out there shooting threes, but, even from the 15-foot area, we've got to shoot the ball pretty well and do a good job. It would be nice if we did shoot the ball well out there again. I think Leathers had 3 of them last time there, maybe 2 or 3, and Javon had 3, and, hopefully we can get them spaced out and get some good looks again tonight.
All right, Coach. Thanks a lot and good luck.
Thanks, Jonah.
That was Bronx head coach Dan Hipsher. That'll do it for the Coach's Corner. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have your starting lineups and opening tip. This is Bronx basketball.
Madness is calling. The 2014 WAC Men's and Women's Basketball Tournament. March 12th through the 15th at Orleans Arena in Las Vegas. 16 teams battle through the brackets on their way to the big dance. Be there to see who will go home the big winner.
Ticket packages on sale now at utpabronx.com. The 2-2.
Well outside to the backstop. Everybody running. Rio scores the tying run. Swinging a liner past the third baseman into left field. The base hits. Bronx win. Bronx win. Bronx win.
This commercial brought to you by Lax Furniture, an official sponsor of the University of Texas Pan American Intercollegiate Athletics.
Brave and bold, silver and gold.
We're on a mission. Aggie up.
Bronx Country just got a whole lot bigger.
Mighty Wolverines of UVU.
Join the herd. Lopes up.
Bold moves, big season, grew up.
We are the new gold standard.
We will be champions.
We are the Western Athletic Conference.
Welcome back out to the UTPA Fieldhouse. Jonah Goldberg riding with you as we count down to the start of tonight's game between the UTPA Bronx and the New Mexico State University Aggies. It is time for the starting lineups. So let's get them to you. We'll start with the visiting Aggies. No surprises in their lineup. Starting at the point guard position, a 6'2", 180-pound junior out of Dallas. Number 1, DK Eldridge. At shooting guard, a 6'2", 172-pound junior out of Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Number 23, Daniel Mullings. At small forward, a 6'1", 180-pound junior out of Grand Prairie. Number 12, KC Ross Miller. At power forward, a 6'10", 265-pound redshirt junior out of Johannesburg, South Africa. Number 15, Chile, the Poway. And at center, a 7'5", 355-pound sophomore out of Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Number 2, Sim Bular. The head coach of the Aggies in his 7th season is Marvin Menzies. His associate head coach is Paul Weir, assisted by Keith Brown and Eric Sanders. The Aggies enter this game with a record of 20-8. They're 9-3 in conference play. And they've won their last 3 games in a row. Aggies, though, they're a little different on the road than they are at home. 6-6 on the road, 7-7 overall away, including neutral sites, compared to 13-1 at the home. As for those hosts, UTPA Bronx, same lineup as the last 2 games. Starting at the point guard position, a 5'11", 170-pound junior out of St. Louis, Missouri. Number 5, Shaquille Boga. At shooting guard, a 6'5", 215-pound graduate student out of Woodbridge, Virginia. Number 3, Javon Farrell, the reigning WAC Player of the Week. At small forward, a 6'7", 195-pound sophomore out of Chicago, Illinois. Number 24, Shaquille Hines. At power forward, a 6'6", 180-pound freshman out of Chicago, Illinois. Number 35, Alex Majewski. And at center, a 6'6", 225-pound senior out of Houston. Number 25, Josh Cleveland. The head coach of the Bronx in his first season is Mr. Dan Hipsher. The associate head coach is Andy Hipsher. And the assistant coaches are Ellen McCroy and Cody Hopkins. The Bronx enter this game with a record of 8-19, 4-8 in WAC play. The Bronx have won their last 2 in a row. They're 3-8 at home, 2-4 at home in conference play. The officials for tonight's game, Ryan Wells, Art Jackson, and Winston Stitt. Aggies are in their road on maroonish, gray numbers and letters, white trim, last names on the back above the number, NM State across the front above the number, Bronx in the home, white, green and orange, green numerals and letters, Bronx on the front, orange trim. The tip is won by the ginormous Bular, and we're underway, moving left to right with the Aggies in maroon. There's the early jump shot, doesn't go. The rebound is tipped long, comes out to Boga. Racing down the court, one-on-one for the hoop, lays it up and in. Shaq Boga off the turnover, and the Bronx up 2-0. Lob comes inside to Bular, fronted by Cleveland. There's about a foot of height difference between the two of them. Ball inside, there's the shot, and it rattles home for Napawe. Tied at 2. Minute gone by.
Out of bounds.
Miss, it goes out of bounds. And it's still Bronx ball. Hines with the basketball along the right wing. Hines up top to Farrell. Now to Cleveland, hands it back to Farrell. Tries the 3, and bounces, doesn't go. Rebound pulled in by the Aggies, and they race it up the court. Mullings with the ball. Gives it back, and pass comes to Ross Miller along the right wing. Up top to Mullings, the left wing. That's Eldridge. Sends it inside to Poway, underneath to Bular, who slams it in. He is a tough guy to defend at 7'5", 355. And the Aggies lead 4-2. Josh Cleveland with the ball for the Bronx. Boga works his way in. Left wing, Farrell for 3. Bounces off. Offensive rebound. Now Boga in the lane. The teardrop doesn't go. Rebound Bular. Back we go the other way. 2 minutes gone by. Mullings, a dangerous scorer in his own right. Bular at the top to Eldridge on the right wing. Eldridge sends it in line to Poway, who gets doubled, and the ball is knocked out of bounds off the Bronx. It'll remain Aggies ball with 17:47 on the clock, 20 on the shot clock. Inbounds is stolen by Cleveland. It was supposed to go to Bular, but it wasn't high enough. Boga over to Cleveland at the top. Cleveland playing outside. That keeps Bular from the rim as Farrell tries to get in. Hines with the pull-up jumper rolls off the rim. And the rebound pulled in by Eldridge. Ross Miller with the basketball out on the right wing. Ball cycles to the left wing. There's the jumper. Eldridge, it doesn't go. It's an air ball, and the rebound Bronx. There's Majewski for 3. Air ball too strong. 3 minutes gone, and here come the Aggies. Layup is swatted by Farrell. That's a foul. 16:58 to play in the opening half. Bronx down 4-2. The Aggies about to get some free throws. It's the first foul of the game. That sends Mullings to the line, where he's at 74% this season. And the first one rims out. Second shot goes in. Makes it a 5-2 ball game. Farrell with the ball at the top. Sends it over to Cleveland. Cleveland, the right wing, Hines. New Mexico State trying to cycle the traffic. Now to Farrell at the top. Farrell with the jumper, short. Rebound Aggies. Bringing it down in transition. Quickly ahead to Eldridge. His layup doesn't go. The rebound gets tipped out to Ross Miller, though. Now comes underneath to Eldridge. One man to beat. He misses the layup, but Majewski called for some sort of foul.
Personal foul is on number 35, Alex Majewski. His first.
And that sends Eldridge
at the line for the Aggies.
To the line. DK Eldridge, a 62% free throw shooter. Aggies as a team, 69%. Off the front iron.
Substitution for the Bronx, number 32, Justin Leathers, and number 30, Hurley Johnson, enter the game.
Justin Leathers and Hurley Johnson are in for the Bronx. Farrell and Majewski take a seat. Ronaldo Dixon is in for New Mexico State. Bular takes a seat, so 7'5", 355 now sitting on the bench taking a drink. Gives the Bronx an opportunity if they can take advantage. Hines along the left wing. Pass to his left to Leathers. To the baseline, Cleveland. Cleveland trying to back his way in. The turnaround jumper doesn't go. The rebound ends up being offensive. Hines throws it out of bounds. And still Bronx ball when we return. 15:58 to play in the opening half, and the Bronx find themselves down 6-2. You're watching Bronx basketball.
Here, we understand how a team is the result of being part of something larger than yourself, creating a better outcome and a better tomorrow. Doctors Hospital Renaissance is proud to support the University of Texas Pan American Bronx.
Dr. Pena, does LASIK surgery work?
LASIK surgery is America's most frequently performed elective procedure. In fact, I've helped thousands of patients see better.
Dr. Pena.
Call me Raulito.
Thousands and thousands. Raulito, are you sure?
Is that thing on?
Yes.
Follow me. I had to put him somewhere. It's a big project.
That's a lot of successful operations. Call Dr. Raulito Pena at 661-UC.
The phone keeps ringing. Gotta make room.
It's the Red Tax Sales event at South Texas Buick GMC. Come in today and claim your Red Tax cash on just about all of our Buick and GMC inventory. It's the Red Tax Sales event at South Texas Buick GMC. Not the biggest, just the best.
$15:58 to play opening half. New Mexico State with a 6-2 lead over UTPA. My name is Jonah Goldberg, riding with you here at the UTPA Fieldhouse for this WAC matchup between the Bronx and the Aggies. Bronx basketball off the timeout. Hurley Johnson with the basketball. Pass to the left wing, Shaq Hines. Hines steps to his right, gives it up top. That's Justin Leathers. Leathers had a strong game the last time these two teams played as Hines pulls up for the jumper and makes it go. Shaq Hines with his first bucket of the day, and the Bronx are within 6-4. 15.5 minutes to play. Aggies with the ball. Comes inside to Poway, who gets double teamed. Out to Mullings, comes into the lane, puts it underneath, and there's the slam for Dixon. And the Aggies up 8-4. Five minutes gone by. Leathers has it at the top for the Bronx. To the right wing, Boga. Boga steps in, gives it out to Hines. Hines' lob is knocked away by Mullings and out of bounds. It remained Bronx ball.
Substitution for the Bronx, number 3, Javon Farrell replaces number 5.
Javon Farrell's back in. Shaq Boga gets his first breather.
Substitution for the Aggies, number 4, Ian Baker, replaces number 12, Casey Ross Miller.
Ian Baker replaces Casey Ross Miller for New Mexico State. Farrell comes inside, throws it up with the right hand, doesn't go. A rebound tip brought in by New Mexico State. Here come the Aggies left to right. Baker. Pass comes down low, Dixon's got it. Is it inside to Napawe, forces his way in, misses. Rebound long, and it ends up in the hands of the Bronx. Here comes a fast break for Hurley Johnson, who has his shot blocked. He's thrown to the ground. That's a foul. First on Baker. Or check that on Mulling.
His first, team's first. At the line for the Bronx, number 30, Hurley Johnson.
Hurley Johnson hits the line for Bronx free throws today. Johnson, 19 of 34 from the line. That's 56%. Nothing but net. Two-point game. 14:26 to play, and the Bronx playing full court press. Aronis gets the inbounds, sends it back to Baker. He's going to run the offense for the Aggies. Napawe along the baseline. It's doubled by Hines and Cleveland out to Mullings on the right wing. Ball into the right corner. Now comes back out to the top. Mullings works his way in, puts it up. No good, but a foul.
Personal foul is on number 24, Shaquille Hines. His first, team's third. At the line for the Aggies, number 23, Daniel Mullings, shooting 2.
So Mullings at the line for 2, and he hits on the first.
For the Bronx, number 5, Shaquille Boga.
Boga back in. Hines takes a seat, a Shaq for Sack substitution. Mullings a 74% free throw shooter. Simbular is back in for New Mexico State, the 7'5", 355-pound center. And he is just standing underneath the basket right now as Boga tries to come inside, and he shoots it over Bular and in! Bular was a little late to react on that one. Mullings with the basketball at the top, sets it down low, looking for Bular, and Cleveland picks it off. Cleveland passes it over to Boga. Boga, top to Leathers. Right wing Farrell. 23 on the shot clock. Farrell to his left, gives it to Leathers for 3, off the mark to the right. Rebound pulled in by Mullings. Baker along the left wing. And they're calling a hold away from the ball.
Personal foul is on number 25, Josh Cleveland.
Josh Cleveland just got whistled for his first foul. So Cleveland will take a seat. Laurie Toivonen is in for the first time.
Number 25, Josh Cleveland.
Inbounds out to Baker, comes in the corner for Aronis. Back to Baker outside. Aronis along the left wing. Bronx defense quick to adjust. Skip pass comes out to the right wing. There's the floater, doesn't go, but a foul on Leathers.
Number 32, Justin Leathers, his first, team's fifth.
That's 1 on Leathers, 5 on the Bronx compared to 1 on the Aggies so far.
For the Aggies, number 4, Ian Baker.
So Ian Baker hits the line for the first time. Baker 6 for 12 from the line this season. And the first one is good.
Substitution for the Aggies, number 1, DK Eldridge, replaces number 23, Daniel Mullings.
DK Eldridge replaces Daniel Mullings, who's getting his first break. Second one doesn't go, and the rebound by the Bronx. And Shaq Boga will bring it up. Farrell, the Leathers along the left wing. It off to Boga. Boga stops and pops. Doesn't go, and the rebound by Aronis. Baker at the top, picks up his dribble. It's off to Aronis along the right wing, comes down low, Bular back out to Aronis for 3. It's good. Kevin Aronis makes it a 14-8 New Mexico State advantage. 12:15 to play in the first. Leathers. That's the Toivonen along the right wing. Toivonen comes inside, throws it up. Good on the foul! Ori Toivonen. Aggressive move to the rim. And now a chance to convert a three-point play.
His first, team second.
Bronx will then forward 14-10 with 12:06 to go, and Shaq Hines comes in replacing Hurley Johnson.
At the line for the Bronx, number 21, Latte Toivonen, shooting one.
Toivonen hits the free throw. Bronx will then 14-11. $12 minutes to go. Aronis overthrown into the stands. Bronx ball when we return. 11:46 to play in the opening half, and the Bronx find themselves down 14-11. You're watching Bronx basketball.
Madness is calling. The 2014 WAC Men's and Women's Basketball Tournament. March 12th through the 15th at Orleans Arena in Las Vegas. 16 teams battle through the brackets on their way to the big dance. Be there to see who will go home the big winner.
Ticket packages on sale now at UTPABronx.com.
The 2-2. Well outside to the backstop. Everybody running. Rio scores the tying run. Swinging a liner past the third baseman into left field. The base hits. Bronx win. Bronx win. Bronx win. This commercial brought to you by Lax Furniture, an official sponsor of the University of Texas Pan American Intercollegiate Athletics.
Brave and bold, silver and gold.
We're on a mission. Aggie up.
Bronx country just got a whole lot bigger.
Mighty Wolverines of UVU.
Join the herd. Lopes up.
Bold moves, big season, grew up.
We are the new gold standard.
We will be champions.
We are the Western Athletic Conference.
Welcome back out to the UTPA Fieldhouse. Jonah Goldberg riding with you, 11:39 on the clock. Bronx down 14-11, and immediately a whistle. An offensive foul on Lori Toivonen.
His first, team's sixth. It's Aggies basketball.
Aggies ball with Aronis, pass along the baseline. And the layup goes in for Dixon. And it's 16-11 Aggies. Toivonen with the basketball along the right wing, pass along the baseline. Whistle blown off. Foul on Eldridge. His first, that's 3 on the Aggies, and it'll be an inbounds play for the Bronx. Hines looking to inbound stage, left of the basket. It's over to Boga along the right wing. Boga in front of the Aggies bench, in front of the student section, which is pretty well attended today. He's right to Farrell. Farrell coming to the hoop, puts it up, doesn't go. Rebound by Bular. In fact, we go the other way with the Aggies. Eldridge, and inside, Dixon. Now the fall away by Eldridge is good. The Aggies lead 18-11, so the Bronx call for a 30-second timeout. Don't want to let this game get away from them early. Good call to Coach Hipsher. Back to action with the Bronx. Farrell, the left wing, Toivonen. Top to Boga. Right wing, Hines. Top of the key to Leathers. Goes right to Farrell. Farrell works his way in, throws it up. Good in the foul! Javon Farrell hits the layup and he's going to head to the line for a chance to convert the three-point play.
His first, team's fourth.
Farrell, a 73% free throw shooter.
Javon Farrell shooting one. Substitution for the Aggies. Number
Dixon takes a seat. Napawe is back in for New Mexico State.
Number 25, Ronaldo Dixon.
Farrell hits the free throw. The Bronx within 4. It's 18-14. Midway point of the half. Jumper from the outside, no good. Bular, the offensive rebound. If it goes anywhere near him, it's hard for anybody else to get it. Ross Miller with the basketball, moves left. Toivonen comes out to front. Mular out the top. Mullings inside to Bular. One-on-one with Toivonen, so he just turns around and misses on the baby hook. Rebound Bronx, and Boga is out in transition. He throws it up, misses the rebound tip. Toivonen and Farrell seem to have it. It goes out of bounds. Farrell stomps his feet in frustration out of losing that ball. A lot of credit to DK Eldridge for getting involved in that play. He came racing down the court to add a second man to the defense. And Farrell gets called for a foul. Coach Hipsher has made it clear that he is unhappy with this call. 1-1 already with 9:23 to play in the first. Bronx 7 fouls, Aggies 4 fouls. Farrell's got 2, that's big. He's a leading scorer. Miss on the free throw, rebound Bronx, and Farrell's gonna bring it up. They ain't taking him out. Toivonen. Top to Leathers. Left wing Hines. Up top to Farrell. Farrell comes in, puts it up, and in! 18-16. Mullings with the basketball on the right wing. Bounces it inside. That's Bular. Farrell tried to steal it away. Comes to Mullings, who misses on the mid-range, or really short-range jumper, but a rebound and put back, good in the foul. Hines called for the foul. He's got 2. Bronx have 8. Napawe makes it a 20-16 game. He can make it a 5-point game if he hits his free throw. And he does. Boga racing in. His shot is rejected by Bular. Out of bounds. It'll still be Bronx ball. Hard to drive on him, but Bular is going to take a seat. Dixon's back in. Meanwhile, Leathers takes a seat for the Bronx. Farrell, Boga, Toivonen, Hines, Majewski for UTPA now. As Farrell's shot is blocked from behind. Majewski gets it down, though. Aggressive play by the freshman. Passes it out to Boga on the right wing. Top of the key, Toivonen. Toivonen steps out. 3 on the shot clock. Hand off to Farrell. He's got 2. He's got 1. Lets the desperation heave go. It's an error ball. Shot clock violation. It's Aggies' ball when we return. 7:59 to play in the first. Bronx down 21-16. You're watching Bronx basketball.
Here, we understand how a team is the result of being part of something larger than yourself, creating a better outcome and a better tomorrow. Doctors Hospital Renaissance is proud to support the University of Texas Pan American Bronx.
Dr. Pena, does LASIK surgery work?
LASIK surgery is America's most frequently performed elective procedure. In fact, I've helped thousands of patients see better.
Dr. Pena.
Call me Raulito.
Thousands and thousands. Raulito, are you sure?
Is that thing on?
Yes.
Follow me. I had to put him somewhere. It's a big project.
That's a lot of successful operations. Call Dr. Raulito Pena at 661-UC.
The phone keeps ringing. Gotta make room.
It's the Red Tax Sales event at South Texas Buick GMC. Come in today and claim your Red Tax cash on just about all of our Buick and GMC inventory. It's the Red Tax Sales event at South Texas Buick GMC. Not the biggest, just the best.
Welcome back out to the UTPA Fieldhouse. Jonah Goldberg riding with you. 7:55 to play in the first, and the Bronx down 21-16. Dixon, Mullings, right wing for 3. It's good.
Daniel Mullings.
And just like that,
Timeout.
Bronx called for a 30-second timeout for a huddle with an animated Coach Hipsher. Bronx down 8. It's their largest deficit of the game. Well, Bronx ball after their timeout. The Bronx have used now 2 of their 30-second timeouts already. One was the use it or lose it. You don't mind using that. You always try to avoid using that second one if you can. But at the end of the day, hey, you use them when you need to use them, because if you don't use them early, you might not have a chance to use them late. Cleveland misses on the jumper and the rebound. Aggies. Ross Miller with the ball. This is the Mullings on the right wing. Down low, Napawe. Shot doesn't go. Rebound, Dixon, who throws it up with the right hand and it rattles home. And it is a 10-point Aggies advantage. Johnson, top to Majewski, waits out Eldridge, tries to pass to Farrell, gets tipped, and Almost saved by New Mexico State, but it does go out.
Substitution for the Bronx, number 32, Justin Leather.
Bronx ball.
Number 35, Alex Majewski.
Leathers in, Majewski out for the Bronx. Cleveland throws it up and in. Josh Cleveland has really had a strong last few games. Probably going to need another strong one from him today if they want to beat this New Mexico State squad. It's his first basket. The Bronx with an 8. Could really use a stop. Mullings with the ball in the left wing with 6:15 to play in the first. Dixon, now skip pass out right corner, comes down low, looking for Napawe. It got knocked out of bounds by Cleveland, and they're calling him for a foul. I mean, you want to say the ball's out of bounds off him, fine, it was. Wow, that's ticky-tack. So Cleveland's got 2 fouls, so he has to take a seat. And you know, one of the things that has held Cleveland back sometimes in games is that he's been in foul trouble, which has been a big reason why he hasn't necessarily always put up the numbers that we've seen he's capable of when he's able to stay out of foul trouble. But both of these fouls today, I mean, those aren't the kind of fouls that normally put him into foul trouble. These are those kind of touch, phantom, kind of barely. But they show up the same way in the box score. And now the Bronx find themselves down 9. Leathers with the ball in the left wing, up top, Toivonen. Right wing, Hines. Top of the key to Johnson. Left wing, Leathers. And he gets fouled.
Personal foul is on number 12, KC Ross Miller.
Ross Miller called for the foul. It's his first. That's 5 on New Mexico State. By way of comparison, 9 on the Bronx.
Replaces number 15, Chili Napawe.
Farrell with the basketball at the top. Right wing, Johnson. Johnson stops along the left elbow, feeds Farrell at the top. Farrell to the right. The jumper is no good. Rebound, Aggies. Ross Miller with the ball. Pass over to the right wing, Mullings. Pass up top, Dixon. Bogu getting ready to check in for the Bronx. Bular inside. Doubled by Hines and Toivonen. Now passing around by the Aggies. And they call him a 3-second violation against the Aggies. I'm going to guess it was against Bular.
Substitution for the Bronx, number 5.
He just camps out down there.
Replaces number 24, Shaquille Hines.
One Shaq begets another. Boga replaces Hines for the Bronx, and Boga runs the offense. Toivonen with the ball on the right elbow, turns around, feeds Boga. Top to Johnson. Johnson, the right wing, Farrell. Farrell steps in, gives it back out to Boga. Now to the left wing, Johnson for 3. Rims out. Rebound, Mullings. Mullings coming in as the ball stripped. It goes out, and it's Bronx ball. 4:42 to play in the first. Bronx down 9.
Substitution for the Aggies, number 4, Ian Baker.
Ian Baker and KC Ross Miller out for New Mexico State. Boy, the shooting percentages, talking about differentials, Bronx 28%, the Aggies 53%, but the Bronx have attempted 8 more shots. They've only made 2 fewer total baskets. And the 2 basket difference are both from behind the arc. 3 fewer free throws, and that's the difference in the game. Good, and the foul. Lauri Toivonen.
Count the basket for Latte Toivonen.
Toivonen's playing some really aggressive basketball today. It's already just one of his better games of the season. Got it. 6 points, Toivonen. Bronx within 6, 4:25 to play. Baker with the ball at the top. Uses the screen of Dixon, now gives it off to Dixon. Gives it over to left wing Mullings. Mullings matched up with Johnson. Ball cycles around Aronis along the right wing, bounce down low. That's Dixon. Dixon backing his way in, turnaround jumper is good. 29-21 New Mexico State. Leathers with the basketball in the left corner, gives it off to Johnson on the left wing. Now to Farrell inside. Farrell, the jumper is good! 29-23, Bronx within 6. They're hanging tough with New Mexico State. 3.5 minutes to play in the first. Baker to Dixon at the top to the left wing, Aronis. Ball comes down low, Bular. Bronx defense trying to collapse on him, but Bular just tosses it in over the heads of everybody. He is so tall. 31-23. Leathers, left wing Johnson. Toivonen along the right, gives it off to Farrell. Right wing Leathers. Gives it off to Farrell behind the NBA arc. Farrell comes inside, stops, gives it off to Toivonen, feeds Boga, back to Toivonen, tries the three, and he hits it! Laurie Toivonen from downtown! He is having a game of his life! 2 3-point plays and a three-pointer. And this crowd has regained their energy. It's his first 3 of the year. 2.5 minutes to play. Dixon no good. A rebound. Who else? It's Toivonen. Back we go the other way. It's a 5-point game. 2:20 to go in the first. Johnson, left corner, Leathers, tries the three, and he hits it! Justin Leathers from downtown! It's a 2-point game! Mullings with the ball on the right wing, up top to Aronis. Bronx need another stop. If they can get it, they can tie it. Baker out of bounds! Bronx ball when we return. 1:53 to play in the opening half, and the Bronx have pulled to within 2. This is Bronx basketball.
Here, we understand how a team is the result of being part of something larger than yourself, creating a better outcome and a better tomorrow. Doctors Hospital Renaissance is proud to support the University of Texas Pan American Bronx.
Dr. Pena, does LASIK surgery work?
LASIK surgery is America's most frequently performed elective procedure. In fact, I've helped thousands of patients see better.
Dr. Pena.
Call me Raulito.
Thousands and thousands. Raulito, are you sure?
Is that thing on?
Yes.
Follow me. I had to put him somewhere. It's a big project.
That's a lot of successful operations. Call Dr. Raulito Pena at 661-UC.
The phone keeps ringing. Gotta make room.
It's the Red Tax Sales event at South Texas Buick GMC. Come in today and claim your Red Tax cash on just about all of our Buick and GMC inventory. It's the Red Tax Sales event at South Texas Buick GMC. Not the biggest, just the best.
Welcome back to the UTPA Fieldhouse, where the energy has expanded tenfold. With 1:53 to go in the first half, the Bronx have pulled to within 2. It's 31 29. The Bronx have been down as many as 10. It was 26-16. Since then, it's a 13-5 run for the Bronx. In that run, Laurie Toivonen a three-pointer and a three-point play. He's got 9 points today. He's having some kind of game. In fact, Toivonen's just a basket shy of his career high in scoring. This is his first career three as Farrell ties the game! 31-31! Minute and a half to go. And this crowd is getting energized. Baker. Eldridge comes inside, out of bounds. It's Bronx ball.
Bronx basketball. Substitution for the Aggies, number 12, Casey Ross Miller, replaces number 4, Ian Baker.
And now with the basket, the Bronx can take their first lead since it was 2-0. They haven't led in more than 18 minutes. Toivonen's got the basketball along the right wing. Gets it over to Leathers at the top, to his right to Boga. Boga, top of the key to Johnson. Left corner, Leathers. Sends it inside, Toivonen. Toivonen along the foul line. Gets it off to Farrell along the baseline. Farrell drives, and he draws the foul. Javon Farrell is headed to the line to try and give the Bronx their first lead since it was 2-0. Eldridge, his second foul. That's 7 on the Aggies. Farrell, 1 for 1 from the line today.
Substitution for the Aggies, number 23, Daniel Mullins enters the game.
Got it! Bronx lead, 32-31. Second shot is good, 33-31, 41.4 left on the clock. So a 6.4 second differential between shot clock and game clock. I imagine the Aggies will run down that clock for a little bit as they try to tie it or take the lead and then get a stop going into the half. Leathers just got elbowed away from the ball by Napawe. There was nothing called, which is fine. It's not the kind that has to be called, but Bular just uses his size, his 7'5", 355 frame to tie the game at 33. 14 seconds left in the half. Bronx have already used 2 timeouts, so they can't call it here. 8-7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Farrell comes in. Farrell stops. He gets into Toivonen, but he's not going to get the shot off in time. We go into the half, and this game is tied at 33. We'll take a timeout. Coming up on the halftime report, we'll take a look at some of your first half stats. Game tied at 33. Bronx used a 17-5 run to take the lead. Aggies got the last bucket of the half. This is Bronx basketball.
Madness is calling. The 2014 WAC Men's and Women's Basketball Tournament. March 12th through the 15th at Orleans Arena in Las Vegas. 16 teams battle through the brackets on their way to the big dance. Be there to see who will go home the big winner.
Ticket packages on sale now at UTPABronx.com.
The 2-2. Well outside to the backstop. Everybody running. Rio scores the tying run. Swinging a liner past the third baseman into left field. The base hit. Bronx win. Bronx win. Bronx win.
This commercial brought to you by Lax Furniture, an official sponsor of the University of Texas Pan American Intercollegiate Athletics.
Brave and bold, silver and gold.
We're on a mission. Aggie up.
Bronx country just got a whole lot bigger.
Mighty Wolverines of UVU.
Join the herd. Lopes up.
Bold moves, big season, grew up.
We are the new gold standard.
We will be champions.
We are the Western Athletic Conference.
Welcome back out to the UTPA Fieldhouse. Jonah Goldberg is my name, riding with you. We are at halftime, and the Bronx and Aggies are all knotted up at 33. Take a look at some of the first half stats, and we'll start with the visiting Aggies. Leading the team in scoring with 8 points, Ronaldo Dixon on 4 of 5 shooting. He's got a rebound and an assist. 6 points each for Sim Bular, Chili Napawe, and Daniel Mullings. Mullings also with 5 rebounds to lead the Aggies and 3 assists, also team high. 3 points DK Eldridge with 3 boards, 3 points Kevin Aronis, and 1 point for Ian Baker. Aggies 12 of 21 from the field, that's 57%. 2 of 3 from behind the arc, and 7 of 12 from the line. 17 rebounds for offensive compared to 13 and 5 by the Bronx. Bronx are led in scoring by Javon Farrell, game high 11 points, the reigning WAC player of the week. 4 of 11 shooting, 3 of 3 from the line, 2 boards, and an assist. 9 points for Laurie Toivonen. He is 1 shy of his season high, 2 shy of his career high, 3 of 3 from the field, including his first career three-pointer, 2 of 2 from the line to convert a pair of three-point plays. 4 points for Shaq Boga. 3 points for Justin Leathers. 2 points, 3 assists, 2 boards, Hurley Johnson. 2 points each, Shaq Hines and Josh Cleveland. The Bronx, 12 of 30 from the field, that's 40%. 2 of 7 from behind the arc, 29%. And 7 for 7 from the line. Points in the paint, 16 for the Aggies, 14 for the Bronx, off of turnovers. 7 Bronx points off of 7 New Mexico State turnovers. New Mexico State with 5 points off of 2 Bronx turnovers. How about that? Just 2 turnovers. Bronx they're one of the best teams in the nation in terms of taking care of the basketball. They enter this game 58th in the NCAA in turnover margin at plus 1.9. In fact, they've only committed more turnovers than their opponent 5 times all year.
Fans, we would like to welcome the employees of Hidalgo County out to tonight's game. Thank you.
Bronx had a season-low 5 turnovers at Grand Canyon back on January 2nd, on pace to actually break that. It was the first time in a very long time they'd had that few. Second chance points, 6 for the Aggies, 2 for the Bronx. 2 fast break points for the Bronx, none for the Aggies. 14 points off the bench for the Bronx, a lot of that from Toivonen. 12 off the bench for the Aggies, a lot of that from Dixon. There have been 2 lead changes and 3 ties. Give you all these numbers, but hey, the only ones that matter. 33 to 33. That's our score at the half. We'll take a timeout. Coming up on Bronx at the half, we will take a look around the WAC. This is Bronx basketball.
Here, we understand how a team is the result of being part of something larger than yourself, creating a better outcome and a better tomorrow. Doctors Hospital Renaissance is proud to support the University of Texas Pan American Bronx.
Dr. Pena, does LASIK surgery work?
LASIK surgery is America's most frequently performed elective procedure. In fact, I've helped thousands of patients see better.
Dr. Pena.
Call me Raulito.
Thousands and thousands. Raulito, are you sure?
Is that thing on?
Yes.
Follow me. I had to put him somewhere. It's a big project.
That's a lot of successful operations. Call Dr. Raulito Pena at 661-UC.
The phone keeps ringing. Gotta make room.
It's the Red Tack Sales event at South Texas Buick GMC. Come in today and claim your Red Tack cash on just about all of our Buick and GMC inventory. It's the Red Tack Sales event at South Texas Buick GMC. Not the biggest, just the best.
Good evening, Bronx fans. These are some of the stories making headlines across the valley. A new statue located right across the border serves as a beacon of hope for some. Others say it's encouraging illegal activity. It is on the Mexican side of the river, across from Kansas to its Park South Division. It's St. Mary, or La Virgen de San Juan de los Lagos. They say she serves as a symbol of protection for those underwater. It was constructed by a businessman in Mexico. A polling spot at Ceniza. It's a site in Stark County. That's where some residents are casting their ballots for county elections. It is just a few feet away from an adult daycare center. A Stark County man says politiqueros are taking over the elections in this area. He says there is no order at this polling spot.
Welcome back out to the UTPA Fieldhouse. Jonah Goldberg riding with you.
No concerns in the weather. Looks pretty good right now. For the latest, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Tim Smith.
The score at the half is 33 apiece between UTPA and New Mexico State. Take a look around the WAC. Three other games on the docket today. Bakersfield is at Kansas City. They're also at halftime, and the Roadrunners have a 29-24 lead over the Kangaroos. In that game, Maynard and Barnes lead Bakersfield with 6 points each. Harrison and Croyer leaving Kansas City with 8 points each. Tight one going on in Chicago. Look at this. At the half, Utah Valley has a 36-35 lead over Chicago State. So potential for the Cougars to become the third team to beat Utah Valley. And of course, that score is of special interest to the New Mexico State fans who I know are tuning in this evening, because New Mexico State enters 9-3 in WAC play. Utah Valley's 9-2. So if the Aggies win this game and the Cougars come back to beat Utah Valley, then New Mexico State would take over first place in the WAC standings. Long way to go for that, though. One other game that's later tonight. Grand Canyon is at Seattle. That game will start in about an hour or so. So what the standings currently look like, we alluded to them. Utah Valley in first at 9-2. New Mexico State in second at 9-3. Grand Canyon in third, 7-3. And then it starts to get a little bunched up. Chicago State in fourth at 5-5. Everybody else is within half a game of each other. Seattle, Bakersfield, Kansas City tied for 5th at 4-7. Idaho and UTPA are tied for 8th at 4-8. On Saturday, Bakersfield at Chicago State, Utah Valley at Kansas City, Grand Canyon at Idaho. So we'll see if some of those numbers become at least more even in terms of games played. Take care of some of those half games, since neither the Bronx nor Aggies play on Saturday, but both Utah Valley does, Bakersfield does, Kansas City does, Chicago State does. They have to. They've only played 10 games. They and Grand Canyon 10 each entering today. That's the fewest in the conference. I mean, Bronx have played 12. So have the Aggies. And you have a bunch of teams that have played 11 as well. Idaho's played 12 also. Busy weekend for the Bronx. Women's basketball's out at New Mexico State right now in Las Cruces. That game just got to halftime, and their score at the half, the UTPA women's basketball team with a 32-28 lead. In that game, Brittany Bush leads the Bronx with 13 points. Kaylin Boyd, 6 points with 3 assists. Check that. Brittany Bush has 13 rebounds with 8 points. Jasmine Thompson has 9 points to lead the Bronx. And on the Aggies side, Scott leads the way with 8. Now both basketball teams will get the rest of the weekend off since they don't play Saturday, but the baseball team opens up the Al Ogletree Classic this weekend when they face off against Northwestern State and Prairie View A&M.
Jerry Garcia. I like it. All I can say is
So Bronx Baseball opens the Al Ogletree Classic this weekend. Tomorrow it's Northwestern State at 7 p.m. Saturday, 3 p.m. against Prairie View A&M, 7 p.m. Northwestern State, and then Sunday, Bronx hosts Prairie View A&M at 1 p.m. All that at Edinburgh Baseball Stadium. Also, Prairie View A&M faces Northwestern State tomorrow at 3 p.m. Gates open at 2. Tickets for more information, go to utpabronx.com. And of course, all of our Sunday baseball games this season, there are 7 of them, now 6 remaining. If you bring 4 non-perishable food items, we're going to let you in for free. All donations benefit the food bank RGV. You got to keep that food local. Did you know that 1 out of 2 children in the Rio Grande Valley goes to bed not sure where their next meal is coming from or hungry? Neither is good. Got a lot of donations at our this past Sunday. Hope to get a lot more this Sunday as well. Well, we're back to action. Justin Leathers tries the layup, Bronx ball, and he misses. Rebound Aggies. Aggies moving right to left across your computer screen. So the Bronx start Justin Leathers in the second half rather than Alex Majewski. They do start Josh Cleveland, though, who was the starter in the first half as well. Look, the Aggies have the same lineup of Eldridge, Bueller, Miller-Ross, Napawe, and Mullings.
Personal foul is on number 25, Josh Cleveland, his 3rd, team's 1st of the second half. Personal foul is on number 25, Josh.
And Josh Cleveland just got called for his 3rd, or rather his 4th foul. So 2 fouls in a span of 32 seconds for Josh Cleveland. And Roy Toivonen is coming in. He's going to be out there for a while. Frustrating day for Cleveland, I think, is the best way to put it.
Number 25, Josh Cleveland.
But luckily for the Bronx, Toivonen has stepped up in a big way. He's having himself a ball game. 9 points already. Bronx down 34-33. Opening minute of the second half. Sparrow's got the ball in the right wing. Taboga up top to Toivonen. Right wing Hines. Hines has the ability to shoot the three. It's been a while since he's made an attempt. Boga to Toivonen along the baseline, comes inside, tries to put it up, he gets swatted to the ground. Hines gets it, throws it out to Boga with 9 on the shot clock. Boga has 5, he's got 4, comes in, stops, wants to pop, he gets called for a travel, and it's Aggies ball. 18:55 to play in the second half, and the Bronx down 1. A little bit of pressure for the Bronx. They drop back fairly quickly as the Aggies bring it up. Mullings has it on the left wing. Pass over to the right wing. Ross Miller was left relatively alone. Comes down low. Napawe with the layup, and it's 36-33 Aggies. Aggies defending WAC champions. Went to the NCAA tournament last year. They've been a powerhouse in the WAC in men's basketball for several years. Toivonen has it, gives it over to Farrell on the right elbow, throws it up over Bular, doesn't go. Leathers tried to get the rebound, but he couldn't hang on. Ross Miller brings it up for the Aggies. Back to Eldridge. Mexico State can start up a play. Mullings. Ross Miller, lob for Bular, who just slams it in. Doesn't have to go up very high to do that. 38-33. 7 straight points for New Mexico State dating back to the last bucket of the first half, and it's about to be 9 with that slam. Mullings, 40-33. Just as quickly as the Bronx took the lead, the Aggies have taken a 3-possession lead right back. Toivonen on the right wing. For to Hines. Hines comes in, loses the handle on it. It goes out of bounds. It's Aggies basketball.
Aggies basketball. Substitution for the Bronx, number 30, Hurley Johnson.
Hurley Johnson's back in for the Bronx. Boga takes a seat. Ross Miller. Right wing Mullings. Mullings comes inside, throws it up. Off the front iron, no good, and a foul.
Personal foul is on number 30, Hurley Johnson. His first, team's third at the half.
Hurley Johnson just picked up his first foul, and less than 3 minutes in, the Bronx already have 3 fouls. Similar to the first half when the Bronx got called for a ton of fouls early. Turnover, Hines has it, gives it off to Farrell. Farrell throws it up from the top, and he nails it. Bronx first points of the second half, 17 minutes left, Bronx within 5. Mullings, pass down low. Napawe back out to Mullings. Right wing, Ross Miller. Starts to dribble, brings it in. Stops in the lane, wants to throw it up. Kind of fell to the ground. And they're saying they're going to just call it out of bounds. Coach Hipster wants to travel in the worst possible way. He throws his arms up in the air and starts screaming down the court. As is, it's Aggies ball, now 10 on the shot clock, 9-8. Ball down low, and there's no answer for that. Bular just slams it in, he rocks the entire basket. So the Bronx will call for a 30-second timeout. It extends it to a media timeout, so we'll step aside. Bronx down 7 with 16:20 to play.
Madness is calling. The 2014 WAC Men's and Women's Basketball Tournament. March 12th through the 15th at Orleans Arena in Las Vegas. 16 teams battle through the brackets on their way to the big dance. Be there to see who will go home the big winner.
Ticket packages on sale now at UTPABronx.com.
Back at the UTPA Fieldhouse, Jonah Goldberg riding with you. 16:20 to play. And the Bronx find themselves down 42-35. It's Bronx ball. I guess there was a little confusion over whose ball it was. The Aggies initially lined up for their own inbounds. But they lost it out of bounds on that last play. Blake Provost checks in for the first time today. This is to the top to Leathers. Tries to pass, but it's knocked away by Mullings and out of bounds. I think that's off Farrell. It is. So it's Aggies ball. And now we're up against our regularly scheduled media timeout. 15:59 to play, and the Bronx down 7. You're watching Bronx basketball.
The 2-2. Well outside to the backstop. Everybody running. Rio scores the tying run. Swinging a liner past the third baseman into left field. The base hit. Bronx win. Bronx win. Bronx win.
This commercial brought to you by Lax Furniture, an official sponsor of the University of Texas Pan American Intercollegiate Athletics.
Brave and bold, silver and gold.
We're on a mission. Aggie up.
Bronx country just got a whole lot bigger.
Mighty Wolverines of UVU.
Join the herd. Lopes up.
Bold moves, big season, grew up.
We are the new gold standard.
We will be champions.
We are the Western Athletic Conference.
Isn't it great to have the band back? UTPA Pep Band missed the last 2 games of the Bronx homestand as they were out competing in a competition in San Antonio. Drumline was here, but we've got the full Pep Band back in attendance. And they are awesome as usual. 15:50 to go, Bronx down 7. Aggies basketball underneath. Ball gets loose. The Aggies retain with 20. Cycles to the left wing, Eldridge. Napaway down low. But inside, the jumper rolls in by Mullings. And it's 44-35 New Mexico State. Farrell tries the three from the right wing. Off the side iron. Strong side rebound pulled in by Eldridge. To Ross Miller along the right wing. To Eldridge. It's left to Mullings. Ross Miller at the top. His pass is tipped. Provost is looking for Boga, but it's stolen. Oh, Aggies ball. They bring it back up the court. Mullings with the basketball along the right wing. Pass to his right to Eldridge. Tries the layup. No good, but a foul.
Personal foul is on number 21, Latte Toivonen, his second, team's fourth. At the line for the Aggies, number 1, UTPA Eldridge, shooting 2.
Eldridge first shot. Rims out. Eldridge now 1 of 3 from the line today. Hits on the second. Bronx down 10. Ties for their largest deficit of the game. Boga with the ball at the top. Has Provost open to his left. Goes to the right instead to Hines. Hines comes underneath, tries the layup, doesn't go. Rebound Aggies. Ross Miller bringing it up the court. Up top to Eldridge. Right wing Mullings. Down low to Poway. Ball cycles out. That's left corner. Eldridge has the ball stripped. Grabbed by Provost. Who gets fouled? Eldridge kind of fell on him. And that is the first foul against the Aggies in this half. It took almost 6 minutes. And it's the third one total against Eldridge. Boga. It's over to Farrell. Farrell lays it up, doesn't go. Toivonen tries to tip it in, it won't fall in. Dixon the board. Head to Ross Miller. Top to Poway. Swing Aronis. Sends it down low to Dixon, who lays it in. It's a 12-point Aggies advantage, their largest of the game. Toivonen with the basketball along the left wing. The Farrell. And a foul. In the act of shooting. Kevin Aronis. His second, that's 2 on the Aggies. And now Farrell's heads to the line. He's 3 for 3 there today. Has a game high 13 points.
Number 3, Javon Farrell, shooting 2.
First is good.
Substitutions for the Aggies, number 4, Ian Baker, and number 2, Sim Bular enter the game.
Ian Baker and Sim Bular in for New Mexico State. As Ross Miller and Poway take a seat. Shot is good. Bronx back within 10. Mullings. Dixon. Mullings. There's Bular. Good in the foul. Toivonen called for the foul.
Personal foul is on number 21, Latte Toivonen.
That's his third.
Team's 5th.
5 against the Bronx.
The Aggies, number 2, Sim Bular, shooting 1.
Bular now with 12 points. He's 6 of 7 from the field. 3 blocks, 3 boards. And he hits the free throw. 48-37. Farrell has the basketball in the right corner. Over to Boga. Toivonen, foul line, thought about it, gives it to Hines instead, has trouble, then gives it back to Toivonen at the top, keeps thinking about it, won't do it, instead comes in and lays it in! Toivonen just tied his career high with 11 points, and there's still 12 and a half minutes to go. Baker lobs it in for Dixon. Back out to Baker, left wing. Baker for three. No good. Rebound, Bular, who tried to pass it back out. And Bular just ended up on the ground. And they'll call a push on Toivonen. Now he's got 4. So both he and Cleveland have 4 fouls, the Bronx 2 centers, with 12:17 to go. So Justin Leathers is going to come in for Toivonen. And Leathers may be playing center here. Well, Hines was matched up with Bular, so maybe they'll put Hines at center. Hines 6'7", is the tallest player on the Bronx roster. They're really playing more at the 3. And looks like an offensive foul on New Mexico State. Sim Bular just picked up his second foul, 3 on the Aggies. Bular takes a seat. Chili Napawe is back in. Farrell, baseline, and he got fouled. And we're up against the media timeout. Bronx ball when we return, 11:52 to play. Bronx are down 50-39. You're watching Bronx basketball.
Here, we understand how a team is the result of being part of something larger than yourself. Creating a better outcome and a better tomorrow. Doctors Hospital Renaissance is proud to support the University of Texas Pan American Bronx.
Dr. Pena, does LASIK surgery work?
LASIK surgery is America's most frequently performed elective procedure. In fact, I've helped thousands of patients see better.
Dr. Pena.
Call me Raulito.
Thousands and thousands. Raulito, are you sure?
Is that thing on?
Yes.
Follow me. I had to put him somewhere. It's a big project.
That's a lot of successful operations. Call Dr. Rolito Pena at 661-UC.
The phone keeps ringing. Gotta make room.
It's the Red Tax Sales event at South Texas Buick GMC. Come in today and claim your Red Tax cash on just about all of our Buick and GMC inventory. It's the Red Tax Sales event at South Texas Buick GMC. Not the biggest, just the best.
Welcome back out to the UTPA Fieldhouse. Jonah Goldberg riding with you, 11:52 to play. And it's 50-39 in favor of the Aggies. Bronx ball, Blake Provost inbounds to Shaq Boga. Sends it down low to Farrell. Farrell matched up with Eldridge, gets it out to the left wing. Leathers thought about it, gets space for a long 2, off the mark. Rebound Mullings. Eldridge inside. Back out. Now Mullings at the top. Left wing Eldridge for an open 3. It's good. It's a 14-point Aggies advantage. Their largest of the game. Boga down low to Hines. Takes the jumper and nails it. Bronx within 12. Mullings picks up his dribble near the half-court line, passes it to his right to Baker on top of the Bronx logo. Lobs inside for Dixon. What appeared to be a tie-up down low is called a foul.
Personal foul is on number 32, Justin Leathers.
Justin Leathers gets called for his second. That's 7 on the Bronx. Compared to 4 on the Aggies. And already 1-1 coming up for Baker. Second half in a row that Aggies have been in the bonus that much sooner. Two for two from the line for Baker. And it's again a 14-point Aggies advantage. Leathers the basketball, comes inside, throws it up, good in the foul. Bronx need a little more of that.
Personal foul is on number 15,
Gotten a few three-point plays today. Toivonen's got 2, Farrell's got 1. Key is just continue to convert them. Bronx a perfect 9 of 9 from the line today.
32, Justin Leathers.
Leathers making his first trip. And it goes in. 10 for 10 from the line today for the Bronx. Bronx within 11. Leathers 83% from the line. Mullings with the ball on the left wing. That's up top to Baker. Right corner Eldridge. Ball down low, Dixon. Leathers rips it free. They call the jump ball first. Possession arrow favors the Aggies. So that's okay. They already had the ball. So now the next one will be Bronx ball. 15 on the shot clock.
Timeout.
But first, the Aggies decide to call for a 30-second timeout. .10-14 to play. Bronx down 55-44. Checking in on the women's game, there's 14:05 left in Las Cruces. And the Bronx women's basketball team trails 45-39. Brittany Bush has 15 rebounds. Bronx with Leathers, Hines, Farrell, Boga, and Provost. Toivonen and Cleveland both sitting with 4 fouls. Baker. Left wing Eldridge. 8 on the shot clock. Offensive foul. Bronx ball.
Personal foul is on number 25, Ronaldo Dixon.
Dixon gets called for the foul. Looks like he might have hit Leathers in the face.
Bronx basketball.
Boga, the right wing Hines. Sends it in for Farrell. Turnaround jumper. Banks it in. Bronx within 9. Eldridge racing his way up the court. And he travels. Bronx ball. Great defense by UTPA to force the walk. See if the Bronx can get on another run. You remember they had a big run towards the end of the first half to come back from down 10 to take the lead. 17-5 run spanning a little more than 6 minutes. During that run, they forced 4 turnovers, went 6 of 8 for the field. The next one stayed was 2 for 3. Percentage is good, just not a lot of attempts. Leathers, basketball left corner. Hines, the jumper is blocked at the foul line by Dixon. The Aggies get it down. Here comes Mullings. Top to Ross Miller. Right wing Eldridge. Top of the key, Ross Miller. All along the baseline now to Ross Miller, left wing. Farrell out to contest, 12 on the shot clock. It's at Eldridge. Comes down low. And Napawe gets it in. Check that. Dixon gets it in. No, that was Napawe. (57-46). Hines gets past Napawe and lays it in. Bronx within 9 again. Mullings racing straight to the basket, puts it up, good in the foul. Leathers tried to stop him, but gets called for the blocking foul as he ended up on the ground. And now Leathers has 3 fouls.
Personal foul. Personal foul is on number 32, Justin Leathers, his 3rd team.
And that's 8 on the Bronx.
At the line, number 23, Daniel Mullins.
Bronx are being outscored 26-15 in this half.
Mullins shooting 1.
Mullings hits the free throw. And it's 60-48. Boga. Farrell along the left wing. To the baseline. Up and under, misses. The rebound pulled in by Dixon. Ross Miller over to Eldridge. Dixon. Ross Miller again. Mullings. Pass to Ross Miller. 14 on the shot clock. Comes inside to Bular, who just does whatever he wants when he has the ball that close to the basket. He's 7 for 8 down there. 62-48 Aggies. Provost, right side Hines, takes the jumper, doesn't go. Bular gets the rebound. Bular 15 points today, 4 rebounds, 3 blocks. Mullings, right wing Eldridge, inside the Bular, gets double teamed, loses the handle on it, goes out. I think it's off the Bronx though, so Aggies ball when we return, 7:02 to play. Bronx down 14. You're watching Bronx basketball.
Madness is calling. The 2014 WAC Men's and Women's Basketball Tournament. March 12th through the 15th at Orleans Arena in Las Vegas. 16 teams battle through the brackets on their way to the big dance. Be there to see who will go home the big winner.
Ticket packages on sale now at UTPABronx.com.
The 2-2. Well outside to the backstop. Everybody running. Rio scores the tying run. Swinging a liner past the third baseman into left field. The base hit. Bronx win. Bronx win. Bronx
win. This commercial brought to you by Lax Furniture, an official sponsor of the University of Texas Pan American Intercollegiate Athletics.
Furniture, Lone Star National Bank, the Valley's Bank, and Magic Valley Electric Co-op are all official sponsors of the University of Texas Pan American Intercollegiate Athletics.
Welcome back out to the UTPA Fieldhouse. Jonah Goldberg riding with you. 7:02 to play. Bronx down 62-48, and it's Aggies basketball. Looking for their largest lead of the game. They have it right now, but if they get another basket, they'll extend it. And Farrell gets called for a foul, his third.
Personal foul is on number 3, Javon Farrell. His third.
9 on the Bronx.
At the line for the Aggies, number 23, Daniel Mullins.
15-point game for the first time today as Mullings hits the first. Mullings 6 of 8 from the line. He's got 15. 4 Aggies in double figures, make it 16 now. One off of Farrell's game high of 17. After Mullings, 15 for Bular, 10 each for Napawe and Dixon. Eldridge can make it in double figures too. He's got 7. Yeah, the Aggies are shooting nearly 70% for this game. 67.6% right now. They've only tried 5 3-pointers and they've hit 3 of them. That's 60% right there. So while it's a slightly higher percentage from the inside, and most of their shots are from the inside, I mean, it just tells you they're dominating down low. I mean, it comes down to the big men as Boga races down and it's a shot blocked out of bounds. Bular is 7 for 8. Napawe 4 for 6. Dixon's 5 for 6. I mean, the big guys are going in and they're connecting at the basket. And the Bronx just, they don't have an answer for that kind of size down low. Size and skill, I should say. Because it's not like they're just big. They're really good. Toivonen with the basketball on the left wing. Pass over to Provost, left corner. Provost comes in. Provost to the basket. Layup doesn't go. Hines with the putback. Bronx back within 14. Ross Miller to Mullings to his left. Ross Miller at the top. Right wing Eldridge. Up to Ross Miller. Mullings left wing. Left corner Eldridge. Skip pass out to the right wing. There's the turnaround jumper, and it's good for Ross Miller, and it's 66-50. Hines with the ball on the right wing. Hines, the pull-up jumper is good. Bronx back within 14. Bronx up 3 in double figures now. Hines just reached 10. Toivonen's got 11, tying his career high, and Farrell game high 17. More points in the paint. Daniel Mullings just connected. 68-52. You know, Mullings is 5 of 7 from the field. I mean, everybody's got a good shooting percentage pretty much. I mean, Baker's 0 for 1, Eldridge is 2 for 6, and then everybody else is just playing well above their season averages, to say the least. I mean, New Mexico State's shooting 69.4%. Eldridge just got called for his 4th foul. It's 7 on the Aggies, so he'll take a seat. Kevin Aronis is back in. He's got 3 points today. He was on the 3-pointer, his only attempt at the game. First shot good. Farrell 6 of 6 from the line today. The Bronx are 11 for 11. But they're 2 of 8 from behind the arc. That's, I mean, you can't say that's what's hurt them. That's not fair. Because, I mean, even if they were 3 or 4 of 8, let's say they hit 2 more, I mean, they'd still be down 8. And they'd be shooting 50% from behind the arc. It's just, you know, a really good game. So, I mean, the overall shooting percentage is 39%. Isn't good, isn't bad. But, I mean, again, New Mexico State shooting 69.4%. I mean, that's... you let a team shoot 69.4%, it's hard to win. If the Bronx do win this game, that's going to be something. But Aronis hits the three. And it's 71-54 with 3.5 minutes left. And a whistle. We hit our media timeout. 3:30 to play. Bronx down 71-54. You're watching Bronx basketball.
Here, we understand how a team is the result of being part of something larger than yourself, creating a better outcome and a better tomorrow. Doctors Hospital Renaissance is proud to support the University of Texas Pan American Bronx.
Dr. Pena, does LASIK surgery work?
LASIK surgery is America's most frequently performed elective procedure. In fact, I've helped thousands of patients see better.
Dr. Pena.
Call me Raulito.
Thousands and thousands. Raulito, are you sure?
Is that thing on?
Yes.
Follow me. I had to put him somewhere. It's a big project.
That's a lot of successful operations. Call Dr. Raulito Pena at 661-UC.
The phone keeps ringing. Gotta make room.
It's the Red Tax Sales event at South Texas Buick GMC. Come in today and claim your Red Tax cash on just about all of our Buick and GMC inventory. It's the Red Tax Sales event at South Texas Buick GMC. Not the biggest, just the best.
Back out to the UTPA Fieldhouse. Jonah Goldberg riding with you. There's 3.5 minutes left, and the Bronx find themselves down 71-54. Second to last home game for the Bronx this season. After this, they go to Bakersfield, to Utah Valley next weekend, Thursday, Saturday, and then 2 weeks from this coming Saturday. So 16 days from now, the Bronx have their final home game of the season, Senior Day against Grand Canyon, March 8th, 7 p.m. And then it's off to the WAC tournament. Alex Majewski hits the first free throw. Lori Toivonen's back in, playing with 4 fouls. Why not? Riley Johnson is also in, along with Majewski, Shaq Boga, and Shaq Hines. Second shot good. 15-point game. Bronx applying a little backcourt pressure.
Go defense. Go defense. Go defense.
Mullings with the basketball on the left wing. Ross Miller to Mullings. Left wing, Aronis for 3, and he got it again. That's 3 for 3 from behind the arc for Aronis. And we tell you about how much New Mexico State's dominating the inside, but they're really controlling every facet of this game.
Personal foul is on number 25, Ronaldo Dixon.
Foul on Dixon.
Team's 9.
That's now 9 on New Mexico State.
At the line for the Bronx, number
2 on Dixon.
Shaquille Hines.
And Hines is at the line, shooting 2. No good on the first.
Substitution for the Bronx, number 1, Blake Provost replaces number 5, Shaquille Boga. And into the game for the Aggies, number 20, Mate Bujovitz. He replaces number 23, Daniel Mullings.
Hines hits the second. 74-57. Mate Bujovitz is into the game for New Mexico State. Bujovitz has the ball on the right wing, gets it up to Ross Miller at the top. 2:29 to go. No rush at all for the Aggies. They want to kill the clock. Bujovitz misses on the 3 and a rebound for Johnson. 2:10 to go. Johnson straight to the lane, lays it up, doesn't go. Hines the putback. 74-59. Minute 50 to go. Toivonen picks up the steal. Head to Johnson, races inside, lays it up and in. Early Johnson makes it a 13-point game. Minute 24 to go. Ross Miller with the ball in front of the timeline. Double team, ball comes loose. Provost looking for Majewski off his fingertips. And it's picked up by Bujovitz. And New Mexico State calls a quick 30-second timeout so they can make some substitutions. So Trayvon Landry is going to come in for New Mexico State. And Chile Napawe is back in. Ross Miller and Bular. Take a seat. .105 to go. Bujovitz dribbles it into the backcourt. Well, I guess he got fouled, and that's why he dribbled it into the backcourt. Called Johnson for his second foul. It's 10 on the Bronx. 52.7 seconds left. And Bujovitz is headed to the line, where he's 5 for 9 this season.
At the line for the Aggies, number 20, Mate Bujovitz.
Good on the first. And the second. Hines, left wing Majewski for 3. Doesn't go. Rebound New Mexico State. About a 6-second differential between shot clock and game clock. The Aggies will have to take one more shot. We're under 35, so they can take it whenever they like. Poway down low. Ball comes out. Bujovitz misses, and New Mexico State gets down. Bujovitz slams it in. 15.3 seconds left, and Bronx down 17. This will be the Bronx final possession. Provost launches a 3 from the top. Off the back iron. Long rebound to New Mexico State. That's Trayvon Landry with the ball. As time ticks down, and this game is over. This one belongs to the Aggies, a 78-61 victory for the New Mexico State University Aggies over the University of Texas Pan American Bronx. Take a look at some of the final numbers in just a second for you. And we'll start with the visiting Aggies as soon as it comes up.
Fans, thank you for attending this evening's game. The Bronx will be on the road until Saturday, March 8th for their last home game of the season. The women, meanwhile, return to the Fieldhouse next Thursday when they host Bakersfield at 7 p.m. Again, that's next Thursday right here at the Fieldhouse
Well,
at 7
it was a
p.m.
game that the Bronx were down 10 early in the midway through the first half, really. Went on a 17-5 run to get themselves into the game. They were leading the game with less than a minute left in the first half. It was 33-31. Then the Aggies got the final bucket of the first half, and the first few of the second half built their lead quickly back out to 7 to 9. It was 14 points, and Bronx were really unable to make it close again as those live stats are, or those final stats are making their way over to us, so we can give them to you now. We'll start with the visiting Aggies. Leading New Mexico State in scoring with 18 points, Daniel Mullings on 5 of 7 shooting. Hit a three-pointer and is only a 10th, 7 of 9 from the line, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 block, 1 steal. 15 points, Sim Bular, 7 of 8 shooting, 1 of 1 from the line with 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 blocks. 12 points for Chili Napawe, 5 of 7 shooting, 2 of 3 from the line, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and a block. 10 points, Ronaldo Dixon, 5 of 6 shooting, 4 rebounds, an assist, and a block. Everybody else in single figures, 9 points for Kevin Aronis, 3 of 3 from behind the arc, 7 points, 5 boards, 2 helpers for DK Eldridge. 3 points for Ian Baker, 2 each for Casey Ross Miller, who had 5 assists, and Atai Buavec. The Aggies shot 28 for 41, that's 68.3%. 5 of 8 from behind the arc, that's 63%, and 17 of 24 from the line, 71%. 31 boards, 6 offensive, compared to 19 and 9 by the Bronx. Bronx led in scoring by Javon Farrell, game high 19 points, 6 of 8 shooting, 7 of 7 from the line, 2 boards and an assist. 13 points for Shaq Hines, 6 of 11 from the field, 5 rebounds, 4 offensive, 2 helpers. 11 points, Latte Toivonen, 4 of 5 from the field. His first career three-pointer and his only attempt, 2 of 2 from the line. 2 rebounds, an assist, and a steal. By the way, the 11 points tie his career high. 6 points for Justin Leathers. 4 points for Shaq Boga. 2 points each, Josh Cleveland and Alex Majewski. The Bronx, 22 of 56 from the field. That's 39%. 2 of 10 from behind the arc, 15 of 16 from the line. Points in the paint, 36-26 in favor of the Aggies. Off turnovers, 15 to 14 in favor of the Bronx, who finished with 8 turnovers. So not quite a season low, but still a strong game in terms of keeping care of the basketball. 8 second chance points for the Aggies compared to 6 by the Bronx. The Bronx had 4 fast break points compared to 2 by the Aggies. Bench points, 24-21 in favor of the Aggies. There were 3 lead changes and 3 ties. We'll give you all these numbers, but the only ones that matter, 78 to 61, the Aggies beat the Bronx at the UTPA Fieldhouse. Now the Bronx fall to 8 and 20, 4 and 9 in WAC play. The Aggies improved to 21 and 8, 10 and 3 in WAC play. So in the standings, the Bronx will remain in either 8th or 9th, depending. Well, Idaho is off tonight, so Bronx will be in 9th by themselves as they effectively break the tie for 8th with Idaho. As for New Mexico State, for the moment, they're in a virtual tie with Utah Valley, pending the outcome of their game against Chicago State. Trying to bring up that score right now, but it is not quick to load. If it comes up before we go up the air, I'll let you know. Bronx are back in action on Saturday, or check that, Thursday, a week from today, at Bakersfield. 9 p.m. Central Time start. And we'll have all the live stats and broadcast links up at UTPABronx.com. Utah Valley beat Chicago State 79-70 to remain in first place by half a game over New Mexico State. Chicago State falls to 5-6. So that's your update on the WAC standings. That'll do it for this edition of Bronx Basketball. I'd like to thank everybody out there for tuning in. This has been a presentation of Bronx Basketball. For more information, you can log on to UTPABronx.com. If you'd ever like to reach us, send an email. The contact info is up on the website under Inside Athletics. Click on Staff Directory. But for now, for Jim Bob Sides in the control room and the entire camera crew, this is Jonah Goldberg saying goodnight from the UTPA Fieldhouse. Bronx Fall, 78-61.